Hi guys, it's Heather from Townsend House. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about homeschool planning, and specifically homeschool planning using the Erin Condren teacher planner. Now, we are homeschoolers, obviously, and we school year-round, so even though it's July and most kids are out of school, we are still doing school. We're actually finishing up some of our work from last year because we took a bit of a break in the fall when we brought Lucy home. So we're finishing up a little bit of last year through the end of July, and hopefully we'll start with a new curriculum in the beginning of August to middle of August, depending on how this month works out for us. Now, homeschool planning is something that I think about constantly. I think that's partly because I'm still new. Emma is just 7, and so this will be actually our first year reporting to the state for homeschool. And Jack is going to be in kindergarten, and Lucy, of course, will be sleeping hopefully most of the time. So I think a lot about homeschool planning, and I spend a lot of time going through all the books that we use. We do a literature-based curriculum, so there's a lot of reading involved. And over the past several years, we've purchased the Sunlight Box curriculum, and I absolutely love their curriculum. I love all the books that they have. They're really, really great books that seem to grab the attention of my children, and the work is fun and we all enjoy it. And it comes with an amazing instructor's guide. However, the instructor's guide is for 36 weeks, and we actually go year-round, so the 36 weeks doesn't really work for us. What ends up happening is I take all of the information in the instructor's guide and rewrite it in spiral notebooks, and every day or every week I'm writing out what we want to do, what I want to read, what I want the kids to read, all the work, and it just seemed really redundant. So this year we're still buying the majority of the Sunlight curriculum, but we're going to not have the instructor's guide, and I'm going to make up my own plans. Now, there are a lot of different resources for homeschoolers and planning your year. There are so many free resources on Pinterest. You can just search for homeschool planning pages, and it comes up with so many different printables. And I mean, I've made my own printables, and like I said, I use spiral notebooks. I mean, really, you can use anything, and for free. And also, there are a lot of homeschool planners, but I just didn't like how much information was in the homeschool planner. It felt overwhelming to me. I didn't really need a lot of the information. There's a lot of great articles and tips and tricks and strategies for homeschooling and homemaking while homeschooling, and how to school a lot of kids at once. We have 3 children, and only one really needs to be in school right now, so I don't really need to use it as much for that. And so I wasn't sure how to reuse a lot of these pages in the homeschool planners. So once I saw that Erin Condren had a teacher planner and that some people were utilizing it for homeschooling, I thought that I would try it out because I love the Life Planner so much. So what I'm going to do is take you through the teacher planner and sort of show you how I hope to use it. I haven't filled it out besides putting the dates on some of the pages, and so we'll just see where it goes, and hopefully in a couple of months I can come back and tell you that it's working, or if it's not working, why it's not working, and how I'm utilizing it at that point. So let's get started. Okay, so here is the Erin Condren Teacher Planner. Now, like all of their planners, you can customize your cover. So I had our family homeschool, and I picked a verse that I wanted to remember this year. And you can have your name, you can put a favorite quote, really anything. And this, I just want to say, is actually last year's teacher planner. I think the new planner comes out today, maybe? I'm not sure. I'll put a link below for you that you can get $10 off your first purchase if you sign up for an account using my referral link. It's kind of a way that Erin Condren gives back to the people that buy from them. When you purchase something, you will also get a referral code that you can give to whomever, and if they use it, you'll get a $10 credit and your friend will get a $10 credit. So I'll put that in the below, so that if you want to sign up for an account, you certainly can. So when I got mine, it was in May during their Teacher Appreciation Month, and so I actually got it at a discount. And I'm not sure if the new planners are like this, but this one has the removable cover, just like the life planners now have interchangeable covers. So, which I thought was kind of cool that it came with that. So you can get a new cover whenever you want, and like I said, it's customizable. So let's get right in. Now the first page you're going to see is just the cover page, teacher's planner, lesson planner, and throughout the book it has a lot of really nice quotes in it, which I really like. I think that it's really nice to have these motivational quotes all throughout the book. Now the first page is going to be the All About Me page, and it has, you know, your name, school year, grade, address, phone number, access codes, username and passwords, and then web resources. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do on this page. I think I'll probably put the kids' information here, and just, I might use the web resources, list some of the websites that we actually use weekly down here. I probably will not put usernames and passwords in here, but if you want to, you certainly can. And the next page is classroom events and volunteers, special events and field trips and classroom volunteers. I would probably just cover up volunteers and just use this all for field trips that we do, and outings that we take. We do a lot of field trips as homeschoolers. I think most homeschoolers are out of the home as much as in the home. And then the next section is helpful hints for the substitute. Obviously, I don't have a substitute teacher. It would be nice once in a while to have a substitute, but that doesn't happen. So I'm not sure what I'll put here. I might put some tips in for Matt, my husband, if he was going to do something specific with school, but yeah, so I'm not really sure about that one. Now the next pages are holidays and dates to remember. I really like that they list some obscure holidays and dates that most calendars don't include, like Fire Prevention Week and Dr. Seuss's birthday, Women's History Month, National Library Week. So this I'm going to utilize for trying to come up with themes. I think I'm going to be doing monthly themes this year, and using more project-based homeschooling for the kids. So I'm glad to have those days. Now this next section, Happy Birthday, is probably where I'm going to be not putting birthdays. Like I said before, I only have 3 children and I do know all 3 of their birthdays. But I plan to do more of the yearly scope here, what I plan to do each month, the books that we want to read, just so that I can make sure that I'm staying on track for the year. And it goes July to June, so that's perfect for me. Oh, one thing that I did want to mention is that when you purchase an Erin Condren teacher planner, you can have it start in any month that you'd like, because the months are actually blank. And what I did was I purchased the date dot so that I would not have to write in the dates. Now, I actually had mine start in September, thinking that we would start our school year in September, but we're almost done, like I said before, with last year's work, and so I think I'm actually going to start in August. So my calendar's a little bit messed up, but it's not that big of a deal. So the next page are the absentee records. It says, "We missed you while you were away." But what I'm going to use this for is a reading log for each of my kids. Emma and Jack both read their own books, and so I'll have plenty of pages to keep track of their books, as well as the books that I read to them. We do a lot of read-alouds as a literature-based project-based approach to homeschooling, so it will be good to have a place to keep track of those and when they're finished, and just keep all of that information there. Now the next pages are several pages of graph paper, which would be perfect for mapping out classroom setups, etc. However, I don't need to do that, so I will utilize this as paper for lists. I make a ton of lists throughout the year, whether it's books I need to buy, supplies I need for science, ideas for field trips. It could be anything, and I'm sure that they will come in handy. Now this section is the year at a glance section for long-range planning, which is what I was going to use it for originally, but then when I saw that the happy birthday section, they seem to have a little bit more space. They're a little bit larger boxes. I'm going to use that section as the year at a glance, and this section is where I'm going to put my themes for each month, and I'm going to have the kids choose sort of a small project that they're going to work on throughout each month, corresponding to the theme that I choose. So I thought that that would be a better place for that information right here. And then before each month, there's a notes page, which again is perfect for any lists that you need to make about things you need to buy, etc. And then the month, and like I said, I thought I was going to start in September, so that's the first month here. Now all of it is blank, and I really like that it has 6 weeks down, because it gives you the opportunity to not have to double up on any days at the end of the month when it's a longer month. I don't know if the new planner has the 6 weeks. I think I saw a video for the new Erin Condren planner, and I think that it is actually more along the lines of the notebook calendar pages, which I actually have right here as well. And that is just the 5 weeks down, and it has a full box for Saturday and Sunday instead of the smaller boxes, like the teacher planner that I have from last year. So it goes through, and it's a 12-month calendar, and each at the end it has 2 more pages of notes, and then it goes in to the next month, and each month has a pretty cover page, and then you open it up and it has a nice quote up at the top, and that's how it goes through all of the months. And I'm not going to go through each of the months because I don't think that this is the same as this year. So now once you get to the end, it has another motivational quote here: education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. And then it moves into the lesson plans. And this is the biggest reason that I got this planner, because it seemed to have the space that I needed to write out the plans that I needed to write out. So it lists Monday through Friday on the left here, and then up at the top there are 7 spaces for different subjects. Now I have school for Emma and Jack, so I have plenty of room here to write out for each subject what a couple of lines for Emma, a couple of lines for Jack, for each subject for each day. And obviously we don't do a huge amount of work for each subject for each day because they are 7 and 4. So now this has 40 weeks of planning pages, which could become an issue. I'm not sure if Erin Condren is going to allow you to add extra pages this year. I highly doubt it, because like I said, most school years run on a 36-week year, so having 40 weeks in this is usually plenty for everybody, and it might be enough for me as well. We'll have to see. And so yes, each day I'll be able to write out their information. I plan to use the normal subjects, the everyday subjects, you know, reading, writing, math, history, Bible, science, that kind of thing up at the top, the stuff that we try and touch on most days. And so there's plenty of those pages. And then the other reason that I really wanted to try the Erin Condren teacher planner are these student checklist pages. Now, I would not use these for multiple students. What I plan to do, and what I actually did, was I got extra pages. This is something that you can get extra pages for. I think you can get up to 28 extra, or 28 pages total. It comes with 7 typically, and I think I got 21. And so what I'm going to do is have a full spread for Emma and a full spread for Jack for each month, and I plan to list on the left the days of the month. So I'll do July 1st through 31st over here, and then up at the top I plan to list all of the subjects, the different subjects that we might not touch on every day. I want to do a morning routine, chores that I expect them to do, evening routine, and then, you know, field trips and library trips and home economics and cooking, and just all the different subjects that we don't typically touch on daily, just so that I can keep a record of when we've done them. And then I will put the information in the monthly calendar, which I forgot to mention what I'm going to use the monthly calendar for. I plan to use the monthly calendar to keep track of the days that we do school. As residents of Maine, we have to do 175 days, and so I'll keep track of the days, and then I'll also write down what we've done that day, as well as keep track of, you know, field trips or school activities that we are going to be doing away from the home. And so I got all of the extra pages, and so I end up having, I think, 12 for Emma, so 1 for every month, and then I'll have 10 for Jack. And like I said, he's only 4, so I don't really need that many for him anyways. But it'll be nice to sort of get into a groove, to see what we're doing, when we're doing it, and I think that that's going to be the best way for me to utilize these pages. And then in the back, it has a bunch of stickers that I'm not going to use. I have no reason to do report cards or progress reports. We don't do testing, computer lab, conferences. I might use the library stickers and the emergency drill stickers, but other than that, not really. Don't have anything for assembly or IEP, duty, staff meeting. But it does also come with blank stickers as well, which I will probably use. And then you're going to have this pocket folder, this Keep It Together folder, which is 2-sided, and you can just stick whatever you want in here. And I have a lot of papers every day, so I'm sure I will be stuffing that full. And I think that they have improved this year and laminated this section. So I've heard that some people have trouble with it coming off of the coil, so hopefully it's a little bit better for the new planner. I haven't had any trouble because I haven't really utilized this yet. So and the next section is going to be this plastic pocket folder where you can stick pretty much whatever you want in this. This is another thing that you can get extra of. You can get up to 3 of these, and in retrospect I probably should have gotten 2 at least. I just got the 1. I should have gotten 2, 1 for Emma and 1 for Jack, but I got the 1, and maybe next year if I use it again I will get 2, but there's that. And at the back is this little zip pouch, which is perfect to keep stickers in or pens or whatever. I actually have been keeping these date dot stickers in there. Obviously there's no dates left. I do really recommend you purchasing these if you do get the Erin Condren teacher planner, just because, you know, it saves you from writing in the date, and nobody really wants to write in all those dates. So there's that. So that is the Erin Condren teacher planner, and I would love to hear your thoughts if you use this planner for homeschool, or if you use it for your regular school. I'd love to hear how you use it and what you use the checklist pages for. And if you have any questions, certainly just leave me a comment below. And like I said, I'll leave a link for a referral for $10 off if you choose to make a purchase through the Erin Condren website and you sign up with my link. you will get $10 off your first purchase. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this. Bye-bye.